Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Happy or Merry 2021. This is our first video of the new year. So we hope you've been well, had a good Christmas and have been enjoying your holidays.
So as you guys can see, this is a very podcast set up. So as you guys know, like I said, I'm bringing back the podcasters and this is going to be one of the setups. I've actually changed it around. We have filmed one podcast prior and...
Doggo, sorry, I've gone a little bit crazy behind.
Right there. But we are changing up the setup, doing podcasters now, and I'm interviewing people like this, and we're literally trying to talk as much as we possibly can about businesses and how businesses can help you and things like that. So the first, what do you think I'm actually going to call the podcast, babe?
I'm not too sure. I think the How's Talks or something. Is that lame?
It's definitely lame. But
use your name in a punny way.
So it's going to be called How We Hustle.
Okay. I like that.
So it's literally going to be about
He already had this. Why'd you even ask me then?
Yeah. Yeah. So it's going to be about me and Philly. Then it's going to be about a bunch of other people. And then we're going to show you guys, we're going to sit down, speak to people and stuff like that. So if you guys want me to interview anyone that you guys know locally or even not locally, I could even do like Skype meetings or even record something like that. That would be definitely cool. So just to continue today's little, I would say, interlude to my podcast.
Start the year as well.
Start the year. We are doing a Q&A. So do you have the questions, babe?
So we did a bunch of questions. I wrote it on our Instagram. If you haven't followed us, follow us at HaoYouPhill.
At HaoYouPhill on Instagram and at HaoYouPhill on YouTube, obviously. And
just HaoYouPhill on everything.
On everything. So if you guys listen to this on Spotify or even SoundCloud or whatnot, it's HaoYouPhill everywhere.
So there's a bunch of questions. A lot of it is very business related. So that's kind of like why we're in this setup. So I'm going to ask them and then we will answer them. Are you guys ready? First question is from Al Kos. They asked, what was your favorite sneaker pickup for 2020? So last year. Questions for the both of you.
Okay, so I didn't actually buy a lot of shoes in 2020. I really didn't. I bought a lot of daily shoes. So as you guys know, I have about like 6-7 pairs of Air Force Ones that I bought on 2020.
Just the exact same pair.
Yeah, so exact same pair.
Identical
ones. Yeah, it's just a shoe that I always wear, and I'm not going to be bougie about it, but I wear them all the time, so I wear the soles out. It's not because I just want a fresh pair all the time. Yes, I do want a fresh pair all the time, but I wear them every day to work, and they just become beat. The leather becomes ripped and stuff like that, so I always have a replacement pair on deck. Besides that, I purchased my Kyrie Irvings, but that's a basketball shoe because I went back to basketball.
Your favorite sneaker?
No.
I think your favorite sneaker definitely is just Air Force Ones, as basic as it is. If you have watched us for a while, we've definitely moved away from like sneaker videos and like hype stuff. So this is our transition.
Did you buy sneakers, babe? I don't think you bought any sneakers.
I really didn't. Okay, so
Vans don't count.
Vans is my definite top one, but it's not like of last year. I
bought you Vans for Christmas.
I think the only ones... Did I even buy shoes? I bought those Nike shoes for exercise and they were actually really comfortable. What are they?
Theirs, probably.
No, it's like Reacts or something like that.
Oh, yeah, the 95 Reacts.
Yeah, so
that's different. Like
those would be my... It's not really my favorite of 2020. I think my favorite ultimate shoe, if you guys know by now, it's definitely Vans. I wear them every day. For me, it's just so comfortable. But yeah, sorry if that was very...
Anticlimactic,
that question.
There's one shoe that I wanted to pick up in 2020. It was the G-Dragon Air Force Ones. But Edwin still hasn't hooked me up with the pair, so I'm waiting on that one. Ed?
Oh, this is another question for you. I don't know if I should ask you this, but I'm going to ask you. Do you still own Sneaker Laundry? Are we allowed to talk about this?
Yeah, we are. I'm actually finally allowed to talk about this. So it's been a year now since I've sold Sneaker Laundry and my there's 3 letters. It's a contract that I had to sign that I can't say anything about it for a year.
NDA?
Yeah, NDA. Yeah.
NDA, non-disclosure agreement.
So my NDA actually just went up. So I'm not going to be brutal about it. I'm just going to say we just didn't say eye to eye, and I don't own Sneaker Laundry anymore. And my passion just wasn't there anymore, to be honest. I think at the end of the day, it ended up being we were moving away from cocaine too much, and that business suffered because I was at Sneaker Laundry for way too long, and it was just eating up my whole day. Like Philly knows this straight up because we were spending a lot of time doing a lot of things for something that we didn't see.
There was no
outcome for.
return.
Yeah. There was straight up no return for it. There was there was money coming in, but it wasn't something we both enjoyed doing. There's a lot that happened. I don't want to go really deep into it, but yeah, that's pretty much that in a nutshell. So if you guys still support Sneaker Launch, that doesn't bother me. Eugene's still running a Chase, the homie. He's still one of my homies, Chase. So shout out to Chase because he's holding down the fort for Sneaker Laundry.
And that question was from Pete, by the way. So the next question is from O Lee. Do you guys like apples?
I don't.
I've been seeing this everywhere. Like
Yeah,
the same
take
person
photos.
is saying, do you like apples on all of the platforms?
I would only eat a apple if you cut it up for me.
Fun fact about Hao. He will only eat fruit if you cut it up and put it on a plate for him. If it's just in the fridge, he will not grab an apple, grab an orange, watermelon, cut it up and eat it himself. I have to actually cut it up for him.
I don't think it's because I'm lazy.
No, it's because of your mum, because your
it's
brother
definitely
is the
'cause my mum.
same.
Yeah.
And Nancy has said it as well. So
Yeah.
that is why.
I think it's because my mum's always just cut it up and sort of just left it there. And I'm like, okay, I'll eat it. Like, besides that, I'm not eating
So
it.
now the only way to get him to eat fruit, I just got to cut it up for him.
Yeah,
Okay.
at V and Kev's engagement, I just fucking just sat there and
He
just
ate the whole plate of
just
watermelon,
watermelons
and he
and
had
just-
to give me his offcuts
Leftovers.
because he didn't want to look like a pig. Okay. Next question is from Sam Il Kutlu. I think I pronounced your name correctly. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's a long way away.
As in, so financially,
Just in general.
financially retired. We're hoping to be actually done in like 2 to 3 years, to be honest. We're going to be traveling. We probably won't. We'll still have cocaine, but I just assume we just won't have everything else that comes with it.
But you never know, because we've been together for 5 years now and so much has changed drastically. So in another 10 years, who knows what will happen, because things just change insane for us, don't you reckon?
Yeah, so like we've been actually looking to move once again, and like what you guys have noticed is that we have grown so fast within the last 2 years. Like we outgrew our previous warehouse within 6 months, and now we're outgrowing this warehouse, this office space, I would call it, within 6 months as well. And we're actually trying to move into a proper office space, like with offices, with proper warehousing. So like something that we can actually fit out properly and make it like a home. Because this is literally just like work. Like we come here and just work. Like
not really make the next place like a home, but make it a bit more as well professional, I guess, in a sense. It does, kind of.
And something that I'll be proud of to like put on my stories. I'm not saying I don't like putting this on my stories at the moment. I'm just saying that it's
very like sweatshop, like,
yeah, it's very sweatshop like.
Cluttered, and just there's crap everywhere.
Just crap everywhere.
Although
we
are trying to always organize it as you watch our vlogs, but it's just never to how we want it to be.
It's never how I wanted it to be honest.
Okay.
Because I changed my mind.
Next question is from Faj35. What opportunities has your business provided you with that you wouldn't have been possible?
A lot, actually. A shitload. Like,
we're able to travel, which is that's what I've always wanted to do, is just being able to travel, see the world, just see different places, just even outside of Melbourne or anywhere. So I'm super grateful and lucky that we get to do that.
I can name a whole bunch of people that we've met and things we've done overseas. Like we were able, like through YouTube, we met the Fung Bros. Through Sneaker Laundry, we met Daniel, and we were able to
DJ overseas, and he's become like a really, really good friend of ours.
We were able to DJ in Japan.
We were.
Yeah, so we DJed in Japan. We both DJed in Malaysia. There's heaps of things. Like I met the owner of SneakerCon.
We were able to do Sneaker Bash, if anyone remembers that.
We've been able to do a lot of crazy things in the last 2 to 3 years, to be honest.
And just like even little things, like we've been invited. It's not crazy compared to, I guess, other influencers, but we've been invited to like, there was a platypus event, just certain events and stuff that I never thought would be an opportunity for us. Even getting like a pair of shoes from Platypus, I remember that was pretty crazy. Like, who would have thought?
Sneaker Freaker, us teaming up with Sneaker Freaker. Yeah.
Wow, this is like a trip down memory lane of like everything.
We've just done so much. Like our lives in the last 2 to 3 years has just boomed, and we've never been able to just sort of sit back and sort of enjoy it because we're still full throttle right now. Like, even though I feel like we haven't done much, it's just like,
because we never really get the time, like even just now, like talking about this together, we don't really get to sit down and just like reflect on actually kind of how far we've come and what we've done.
yeah, definitely.
Okay, this is another question from also Fadge35.
Fadge?
Or
Is it Fadge or Fadge?
Fadge. Fadge.
Definitely not Fadge.
Was there times where you thought your business was not going to succeed?
Never. I hate to say it. Like, I will never, like, well, you guys didn't see the 2 years that we were working from home. I was 48 to like whatever the next day is, hour days. Like, I had two days non-stop, no sleep, and I would grind my ass off to make sure this shit works. Like, there was just no stopping me. Like, I put my head down and I just worked. Like, I hate to say it, like, I was so scared to fail. That's probably I knew there was a zillion other brands that were coming out, and I was like, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I can possibly do to make this work, and something is got to work. Like, it's just gotta work. Like, there was no plan B, there's no plan C. Like, that was it. Don't you reckon, babe? Mm-hmm. Like, people didn't see that.
Just had, if you don't know as well, KOKAINE, it has evolved so much because a lot of people probably don't even know, but he used to resell Bape and all this stuff on the KOKAINE website, which
correct.
is how it kind of is today. So just even things like that is pretty crazy.
Yeah, people didn't know that. Like, I built like Copper Drop to literally just push reselling Bape and stuff like that, and pushing people to the website and using that platform as a leverage, DJing as a leverage. Like, there's so many things that we did that we just pushed it so it worked. Like, whatever avenue, one of the avenues had to pop off. That was it.
Mm-hmm. Next question from Joshua, aka Mr. Seawolf. Do you do it for the clout?
I definitely just do it for the clout. Everyone knows that. No. Like, we this is a joke between me and Josh, but
yeah,
we
that
all
was just
know.
an inside joke, but I know he's probably watching this, so yep.
We do it for the clout. I only do it for the clout.
Oh, this one. Not John B. When is the next pop-up?
When is the next pop-up? Everyone's been asking that, and I hate to be Captain fucking obvious,
but the COVID is a little bit of a situation right now, guys.
Yeah, so we can't plan anything. Like, we are in the works of planning a Melbourne pop-off that we can sort of just like guesstimate, but
any other states, like, we're just ruling that out. Of course, we'd love to and be like, okay, we're going to do it. But you never know. Like, we freaking closed our borders to Sydney last week. It's just always changing.
Yeah, so like, even with the Melbourne pop-up right now, we don't think it's going ahead just because of how Melbourne's coming right now. Like, people think that, like, yeah, we got 0 cases and shit like that. But on the low key, like, me and Philly both know that. We've heard stories and we know people that have COVID that aren't on the 0 case thing.
Okay, so the next question is from Joshua Salvador. How to stay disciplined with working hard daily?
Okay, you can go. You can answer this, babe, because you have this problem.
I definitely have this problem. So I struggle. I still struggle every now and then. If you've listened to us before, working for myself has always been a little bit of an issue because I always grew up and just thought of I would grow up and just work for somebody else, never for myself. So that's been a struggle. For me, what I've learned now is I need to make sure that I write things down and I'm able to tick it off and get it done. And what I just recently learned as well, which I kind of always knew, but it confirmed it to me like 2 weeks ago, is that I need to work to a timeline. So if someone is like, I need to get it done by this date, this time, etc., I can get it done. But if How example tells me you need to do this, but he doesn't tell me when by, I will just never get it done. That's just straight up facts. That's just how I work. And I've learned there's just two different people. That's how they work. How's the opposite? But for me, I need a timeline and I need to write things down and tick it off. So also, if you guys can kind of see on my phone, not really, you can't see, but I've got like a notes thing. So I write everything I need to do for that week or that month or whatever. And I just feel more accomplished when I can just tick it off and have it done.
So the way I work is it's no easy way to say this, but I just get shit done. Like that's literally my style. Like, I'm so fast paced. I'm so fast paced at working that I plan things out so far. I don't care if I'm 6 to 8 months ahead. I'm gonna keep planning, keep working until I'm 5 years ahead, 6 years ahead, and then if I'm so far ahead, I strip it all back and I literally be like, you know what? Let's go back to ground zero and learn a whole bunch of other new shit to make everything else better. That's why like I wanted to go work for people. Like me and Ed are gonna spend a day at Secret Sneaker Store so I can learn things that I don't know of and just listen to other people's advice and stuff like that, because I can't say I know everything. Like it just doesn't work that way. So my work ethics and like do I struggle? I don't know if I struggle. I think I just run out of things to do.
I think you have like you have too many ideas sometimes, and then it's like, I think sometimes you get like, I feel like you get stressed out, like when you have just too, you feel like it just piles up, but then he just has to just get it done.
Yeah, I hate to say it. Yeah,
like because all problems just happen and you just gotta get it done, I guess.
Yeah, that's correct. You see, that's it. You just gotta get it fucking done. Like no matter what, you just get it done.
But he used to be really bad at like time management. He has gotten a lot better at certain things. Business things, you're a lot better.
Yeah, business things, yeah. Like if it's about business, my time management skills. But if you expect me to rock up on time, I'm not rocking up on time.
Okay, next question is from Bastina Doe 6470. When did you both meet?
7 years ago.
7?
6 years ago.
I think it was about 6 years
No.
ago.
No, it has to be 7.
No, it was about 6 years
It's
ago.
6.5. Think about it. What's our password, right? Think about it. Count.
5.
Yeah.
5,
got you.
and then we're in 21. So it's like 6.5 years ago. Okay. All right. Okay. So next one from Priv X Brian XX. I'm so sorry if I'm saying all these usernames wrong. Why did you name your brand KOKAINE?
This is an easy one. Everyone asks me.
Everyone
this
knows if you followed us. You know
if
this.
you follow us, like everyone's like, oh, you're snitching. No, I'm not snitching. Like I'm not a snitch. I'm just saying some of my friends made bad decisions. I decided I'll make the same decisions in the right way, and I thought there's another way to do this and make money, and this is what I did. Like that's it. It was just literally a bunch of my mates, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to go down that path, and this was the path that I chose. That's it. It's as simple as that.
Mm-hmm. Next question is from Ori Pam Ilay. Where do you get your inspiration for each of your KOKAINE lines? I guess I'll go first. So for me, I think our inspiration comes from a whole like range of different places, just like what we see. But another thing is what we struggled to be able to do during COVID was go and get inspiration from stores that we went to visit, because some things we liked and then we also knew what not to do, if that kind of makes sense. And we can like touch and feel things, and just a lot of online just inspo as well for me.
For me, it's actually really hard because like my inspiration doesn't come naturally. Like I'm not saying naturally. I have to sit there for at least 8 hours before something works. Like if you've ever seen the way that I've designed Philly, I think Philly's the only person that's really sees it. I'll send her a piece of shit, like straight up a piece of shit, and then it will just evolve to a nicer piece of shit, to a nicer piece of shit, and then 6 hours later it becomes the Blossom hoodie. Like it just keeps evolving, and then sometimes I just trash the whole design and my inspiration is just like dead, like I can't do it. But sometimes those inspirations make another item that is hot. Like I use X amount from here, and I just join it, and I'm like, that's the one.
Okay, next question is from James Main 5566. Will you have another Techwear drop? Adjustable cargo pants, kimono, etc.
Yes.
Yes. So
it's happening right now.
We have a couple pieces coming out. Some of them is Techwear, but it's not like a full range, but we've got more coming in the future as well.
So the reason why we can't just stay on Techwear, but we do like our Techwear, is because we're trying to broaden our horizon with KOKAINE. Like, we can't just sell Techwear. Like, I would love to just sell Techwear, and like, if I had to do that, I'd be charging you guys $300 to $400 per jacket, because like, it's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be able to live off it.
All right, so this is gonna be the last question, and it's from Benzars_blog_. Are you going to marry?
Why is that the last question?
Well, that was the last question.
It wasn't the last question, because that was definitely the first question, because I saw your phone.
I went backwards.
No, I saw it. When are we gonna get married, babe?
What? We've already answered that question.
Here we go.
When are we going to get married? I don't know. I'm just waiting, aren't I, guys?
No, you're not. You know exactly when we're getting married. So I need to build all my houses first. Okay, sorry. Wow, I just said it sort of out loud. I do have apartments that I'm getting built. There's a few things that we need to get done before we get married, just because I personally feel, I don't know if Philly feels this way, but I need to set up us financially stable. Like, everyone's gonna be like, oh, money's not everything, right? Just that, right? I don't care. I want my kid to be the spoiled kid. I want us to be able to afford everything that we need to afford to get married, to have children, to secure our future, and just make it easy. Because I don't need to work. I don't want to work when we're 40. I don't want to work when we're 50. Like, finance is the last thing I want to care about. And I don't want finances to be a strain on our relationship. And that's it.
Okay.
Don't you think that's, I don't know if you think that's correct, but that's definitely the way that I'm doing it. And
in a way, yes, but it has been like 6 years nearly, guys.
Doesn't mean nothing.
No, I have to make him a certain dish as well first,
yeah,
guys.
See, she knows. See, she
it's
acts
gonna
like,
happen though.
She acts like she
I'll
don't
make it
know.
this year.
She acts like she doesn't know, but she knows exactly. Like, she's just setting me up for this question. But we speak about this all the time. We speak about when we're going to get married, when we're going to have children. Like,
not really. We only recently spoke about children.
But we always talk about it. Like, there's always a conversation about marriage, about whatever. It's just when it's going to happen. Okay,
so I've never asked you this question, so this is my first time hearing the answer. How many kids would you like to have?
One, I hope.
One?
And it has to be a boy.
Have you not seen me? I'm an only child. I'm so sad. You need to give the child a sibling. I don't want to...
Get a dog.
No.
Why can't they have a dog?
I was an only child growing up.
But if you had a dog,
and it was just so lonely.
But if you had a dog, if you had Biggie, you'd be fine.
I still would have liked a
honey.
brother or sister.
Or a puppy. Did you have a puppy growing up?
No, I didn't.
So that's the problem. Nah. You didn't have a puppy. You need a puppy.
Nah.
Would you rather have 10 puppies or 2 children?
I would rather have 2 children.
10 puppies. Anyway,
Alright,
guys,
we're going to end the video
I'll speak
here.
to you guys soon. I appreciate you guys. Arigato gozaimasu. And we are out.
Bye. Hope you're having a good day, evening, or wherever you are in the world.
I cut all my hair off.
And he dyed it again. Yeah.
Anyone notice that? I cut all my hair off. Did you hear that guy that came in today? He was like, yo, what happened to your braids and dreads? I was like,
that was a long time ago. That was like a year or more.
I'm going to go back to it. Anyway, peace.
Yeah. Bye.